Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mark Leffel, your fellow clinical laboratory technologist in New York. A lot of you have been asking me about the trick technique that I use to pass my board certification ASCP exam, and a lot of uh, you guys are focused on the score that I get. So I mean, if you ask me a million times, I don't even remember what's my score or what was it. I mean, I can always go to the ESCP website and look it up, but I don't think it's important. The thing is, I'm a licensed clinical lab scientist. I'm working and provide for my family, and I think that's the most important. And I can say I'm an expert in this exam due to the fact that I have to take it 3 times. I'm not ashamed of it. I took it 3 times before I passed. Some of my friends took it once and they passed. So I took it the first time I took it, I failed. The second time I took it, I forgot to change my answers. I did use the trick, but at the end, I forgot to go back and change my answers, and I failed, and I have to go back. So now, for most of you that are about to take this exam, you're going to be stressed out. So if you cannot control your stress, I don't think this technique is for you, because the technique is you have to answer your question in the computer wrong, even though you know it. They ask you, they give you a question, you know the answer, you answer it wrong, and then you go in your board, they give you a board and a marker. You put the right answer there, and then you move on. At the end, when you reach 99 question, before you answer the last one, you say finalize. Before you say finalize, you go back from question one and start fixing the answers to the question, to the right answer that you put in your board. And then when you do that, when you go back and fix the answer, and then that's when you click finish. And I don't think this is for everyone, because not everyone is able to control their stress and stay calm. If you think you're a person like this, you probably have to use the different method to pass your exam. I don't really care what method you use to pass your board certification, as long as you use a technique that's good for you to pass it. And those of you who listen to me and use that technique and pass, I want you to keep putting those comments under that video. The reason why is we want all the clinical laboratory students that's study right now and about to get ready for their board certification exam. We want all of them to use the technique and knock it out in the first time. And the reason is we have a shortage. The companies and hospitals and private lab, they all hiring people. They need technologies right now, very bad. And as they need nurses and all the, you know, or the healthcare professionals. So if you going to use that technique, make sure you stay calm and make sure you know the basics. So now some people ask me question about if you're going to only answer the basic, or you're going to expect to make the maximum points for you to pass. That's a good question, because the harder the read the question, more points it is. Now you're going to study, right? So basically, it's not about uh, the question is hard or easy. It's about either you know it or don't know it. So we try to keep the questions easy, but the question will be easy if you know it. The question is not easy no matter how easy it is if you don't know it. So what we want you to do, we want you to continue to study, and then we want you to master the basics. So when I call basic, I call general knowledge that anybody that you wake up from the sleep, that study, that work in the lab, will know. Doesn't matter. The reason why is because the basic for me is the question, is the cases that you see in the laboratory setting every day. Most of the time, you will see a patient where the RBC and hemoglobin hematocrit doesn't match. Basically, they call this the rules of three. The rules of three is when your RBC is supposed to be 3 times the hemoglobin plus or minus 3, and then 3 times the hemoglobin is supposed to be the hematocrit plus or minus 3. So this is the case you see a lot on the laboratory setting. And now, if you do not know this basic, I call this basic, then you're not ready for the test. Okay? So if you don't know what to do on an hemolyzed specimen of chemistry result, you're not ready for the test. I call those basics. Those are the things you see every day. Every day I see an hemolyzed sample, and then I know what will be abnormal and an hemolyzed sample. I have the whole list in my head right there. I mean, I've been doing it every day, so basically I know it by heart. So now, if you're going to take that board certification exam and you do not know what to do on an hemolyzed sample, you're not ready. You don't know the basic. Okay, so those are examples that I'm giving you. So when I call basic. Now, what about hairy cell leukemia? Those are hard questions. What about Philadelphia chromosome? Hard questions. I rarely have to face a case like this. Now, do you need to know this? Yes, you need to know those. The reason why is you're not going to only answer basic questions. You should be able to answer a hard question too. Basically, that's why you're studying. So you should be able to answer hard questions while you're studying for the basic. Well, now you're gonna use the technique to get the basic answers, the simple answers, but that doesn't mean that you won't be able to answer hard questions. So you should study hard and then use the technique and pass. That's my advice for you. If you like those kind of video, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, share with your friends and family. And then those of you in the lab, I'm telling you, keep up the good work, and then I will see you in the laboratory soon. Take care.